Reading notes feels safe, but testing yourself feels uncomfortable, maybe even a bit scary. But that discomfort is a good sign. It means your brain's actually learning. Most students are never taught how to study for their IGCSEs properly, so they stick to what feels easy. They read their notes, they read them again, they highlight the important bits, maybe they even neatly rewrite them, and it feels super productive, but it isn't. Reading your notes is one of the least effective ways to revise because your brain isn't really learning. It's just recognizing information that's already in front of you. In an IGCSE exam, you don't get shown your notes. You get a blank page and you have to produce the answer from scratch. That's a completely different skill. So what actually works? Testing yourself. Doing this forces your brain to actively retrieve information. Every time you do that, your memory gets stronger. I'm Ali, a science teacher with over a decade of experience in education, and in this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways to test yourself that are built around how IGCSE exams actually reward marks. So let's go straight to the first way you can test yourself as part of your revision, the blank page test. This is simple and unbelievably effective. Close everything, every browser, every app, every page of notes. Get yourself a blank page and write down everything you remember about a topic. That's it. It feels uncomfortable, which is exactly why it works. The struggle to recall is what makes the learning stick. Then you check your notes and see what you missed. These gaps in your knowledge create your revision list. This works brilliantly for learning processes like diffusion or osmosis in biology, the rock cycle in environmental management, or even inflation in economics. You soon find out whether you truly understand it or just recognize it on the page. Quick reminder, we've got more IGCSE revision videos on the way to help you turn revision into real marks, so hit like and subscribe. You don't want to miss what's next. Now, the second way to test yourself is often left until the very end of the revision process. But switch it up and start doing this throughout the year, working through exam-style questions topic by topic. So if you've just revised enzymes in biology, go and answer a set of exam-style questions just on enzymes. Save My Exams has a huge bank of them, along with matching mark schemes to help you practice exactly the way your exam board expects. You'll notice something important. The same ideas come up again and again, just with slightly different wording or contexts. The more you practice, the more patterns you'll spot, and you'll start to become familiar with what examiners are asking. Always mark your answers using the mark scheme and check out the model answers available at Save My Exams. These are great for really showing you the exact responses an examiner wants to see. Language really matters. If you wrote moves faster instead of has more kinetic energy, that could be the difference between getting the mark and not. So instead of guessing what might come up, you're training with the sorts of questions that will come up in your real exam. This is one of the fastest ways to turn revision into actual marks. And this leads us nicely onto the third way to study for your IGCSEs the smarter way. Completing command word drills. Exam boards use very specific command words at the beginning of their questions. They include words like state, explain, calculate, and identify. It's these words that tell you exactly what kind of answer to write. But many students don't pay enough attention to them. They might know the content, but they lose marks because they misread what the question is asking. Let's go through a few quick command word examples for IGCSE English language. Identify means spot it, no explanation. So if you have to identify 2 things, just lift 2 points from the text. Explain means saying how or why. So explain what the writer finds interesting means you have to show understanding, not just a quote. And evaluate means making a judgment and showing evidence. So evaluate how effectively a writer shows something means expressing your opinion backed with quotes. These command word drills train you to switch instantly between answer styles, and this is what you need to do in the real exam. When you're confident with command words and what examiners reward marks for, you can move on to perhaps the best way to study for your IGCSE exams, completing timed mock exams and past papers. This is as close to the real thing as you can get. So, make sure your study space is quiet, put your phone on silent, and set a timer. Write your answers without notes using real exam timing. Then mark it properly. This develops two important IGCSE skills: recalling under pressure and writing clear answers fast enough. Because in IGCSE, success isn't just knowing the content. You need to get the right information onto the page in time. And when you practice under exam conditions, you start to pace yourself without even thinking about it. Thankfully, you don't have to create them yourself. Save My Exams has loads of examiner-written mock IGCSE exams and official past papers for tons of subjects that you can complete. Every testing method so far has involved a pen or screen, but the final one doesn't. Try teaching a topic out loud. Pick a topic, say how markets work in IGCSE economics, then find a willing student. This could be a family member, friend, or even the dog. Explain how markets work out loud as if you're teaching someone who knows nothing. No notes, no peeking, just you talking. This is one of the fastest ways to find the holes in your understanding. You'll hear yourself hesitate, go vague, or get stuck. Those are your weak spots that you need to revise. This works really well for process-heavy IGCSE topics like photosynthesis in biology, global warming in geography, or the formation of stars in physics. If you can explain it clearly, you can answer explain questions in your exam. So, let's recap. IGCSE exams reward students who can understand command words and turn what they know into clear answers. This switch from reading notes to testing yourself will help you feel exam ready, confident, and ready to hit those top grades. So next time you sit down to study, put the highlighter down for a sec and start testing yourself by doing the blank page test, working through exam-style questions, completing command word drills, using past papers and doing timed mock exams, or teaching a topic out loud. Remember, you don't have to figure it out alone. Save My Exams has everything you need to build this into your revision, from IGCSE past papers and mock exams, to flashcards, exam questions, revision notes, and smart mark feedback that shows you where to focus your revision efforts. All the links in the description below so you can start straight away. Good luck!